in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is Monday the 28th 11th 2016 and the time is 13:38 p.m. WAST. Okay, sunset in Perth is currently 7:05 p.m. Why am I telling you that? Well, last night I texted everybody in the WA group and said, go outside at 8 o'clock and have a look at the sun still being up. And what I meant by that was you could still clearly see the horizon at 8 o'clock at night. Now, as I just said, the sun is supposed to go down at 7:05 p.m, which pretty well does and did. But the difference is that we're now having a massive time lapse between when it goes down and keeps on staying up. I've never seen anything like it. The West Australian second meeting was held on Saturday, and it was a rip-roaring success and a good time, and lots of information and lots of conversations were held about certain things, and planning was done, and we are now moving well forward with our planning. Everyone needs to start coming to the meetings if you're going to go to the meetings. It's important that you meet people. In actual fact, if you haven't been to a meeting, you're probably not going to be able to go after the next one because you're going to get too far behind in the planning that we're doing, and you're going to interrupt the group too much by being too late. So for all West Australians who want to attend the meeting, please get in touch with me, and you must go to the next meeting, or otherwise sadly we'll have to let you go. You'll have to find your own way to wherever you're going. I'm not trying to be mean, it's just that you'll get so far behind that you'll be a drag on the group, and that's not a good thing. Currently haven't got time for time wasters. Okay, so that includes the web page. If you get access to the web page, start talking to each other and use it. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. Just watch the sunset. This is at Trigg Beach. Now this camera is pointing northwest, so you can obviously see that the sun's going down here. There's not more I can say about that. It's going down just here, over here on this side. Now we're coming up to the sunset time. Seven o'clock now, 3 minutes to go. Now I want you to watch the horizon. Okay, it's 7:05. So as you would expect, the sun's gone, so we shouldn't have much of a linger. 15 minutes at the tops. It is summer, so maybe 20. Wouldn't you agree? So let's go through it. That's 5 minutes past now. 5 minutes gone. "10 minutes since the sun went down." Look at this. You only have to look at the water. "15 minutes now since the sun went down." "20 minutes since the sun went down." "25 minutes since the sun went down." "30 minutes since the sun went down." "35 minutes since the sun went down." Folks, it's now 40 minutes since the sun went down. That's a long time. It's 45 minutes now since the sun went down. It But don't remember, this is just a beach cam. So this is nearly 1 hour past sunset. And you can see the horizon yourself. And add a little bit of flux for resonance, or sorry, for the camera, being twilight, etc. Is there anybody on this earth who's ever seen a sunrise take 1 hour to go down? Now, I'm telling you, I was standing outside my house, which is 3.5 k's from the beach, last night, and it's a bit further than that, it's about 5 k's from the beach, and I can tell you that I was standing outside looking at the horizon, because my place is just north of here, so I'm looking at it here somewhere, in retrospect, and it was bright as anything, folks. It looked just like this. That's when I went outside about this time, and I texted everybody in Western Australia and said, go outside and have a look at the sunset, or, an hour after sunset. At 9 o'clock, I could still see the horizon. You're not going to see it on this camera, but I can guarantee you the reason I'm doing this today is because I went outside at 9 o'clock and I could still see the horizon. We're coming up to 1 full hour. $55 minutes now. You can still see the horizon. 1 full hour. You don't forget the camera's going to drop off the colour of the horizon quicker than you can see it as well. So this here is what I was looking at last night, and the camera is obviously going to shut down the colour and everything else quicker than what I can see it. But I can tell you right now that it did not go down until after 9 o'clock. It's 1 hour and 10 minutes now. You can still see the horizon. You can still see the horizon. It's 1 hour 20 coming up. Still see it. Okay. This is Fremantle. This island you can see here is Rottnest Island. It's just off Freo. Everyone in Freo knows it. And Freo is a 10-minute drive south from Trig. 10, 15 minutes, not much further than that. You might get caught in traffic, might take longer, but if you've got a good run, it's about a 10-minute trip. 10, 15 minutes, say that. Okay, so it's south of Trig, which is on the coast of Perth. So let me play this one, and you'll see what I mean. I still can't explain to you, I still can't understand why the sun is not visible here. Because this camera is pointing, if that's the end of Rottnest Island, it's pointing south, west, north. Because that's southwest down here. So it's not actually officially pointing north. Now, did you all spot what happened then? Okay, the sun's going down. See how dark it is just there? See it? See that? Can't explain that for the life of me. Okay, I'll let it play again. You can go on and muck around on it on your own as well, so you can have a look. There you go. It's actually becoming daylight. It's more daylight as the sun's going down. Did it again. Now, the second thing I need to tell you is that I'll show you the pictures in a minute. The Southern Cross is nowhere near where it's supposed to be at the moment. It's at least 25 to 30 degrees out of bearing. And it is 100% due west. Okay, we're coming up to the time here, so hang on a sec. Okay, sunset. That's a picture of sunset, okay? Now, I'm going to show you some pictures in a minute of the Southern Cross and the pot, the saucepan. Now, the Southern Cross at the moment at 8 o'clock at night is exactly 1 o'clock in the sky west and at a completely different angle. The saucepan at 8 o'clock at night is on the 3 o'clock on the horizon east, but very low on the horizon, just above the horizon. How those two are like that, I don't know. I can't understand how the saucepan, which is always closely, or just on the same horizon as the Southern Cross, is now on the eastern horizon. I've never seen it like that. Maybe I haven't looked properly, but it seems odd to me. Okay, let's go. So we're 5 minutes past sunset. See that? See that? It's now 25 minutes past sunset. And you can still clearly see the horizon. See that? You can go on any one of these here and I'll all show you the same thing. The sun is now taking over an hour to go down. Why? You can still see the horizon. And the scary thing is you can still see that it's blue. Don't worry about this camera here. Look up there at the blue. The problem with this camera as well is it gets these lights shining in it, which is not great. But it's coming up to an hour. You can still see the horizon, even though you've got these blaring in your eyeballs. You can still see the horizon there. Okay, well that's almost 1 hour. It's an hour now. So that's the problem, you get these lights flashing. But I guess you get my point. Okay, just want to show you I want to show you Perth Southwest and show you what happened last night. So this is the sun going down in Perth last night. Same time. can't explain that. I think they must have got the camera must have jigged the numbers around the wrong way. The sun can't go like that, can it? And then come up again. 651, let's cross that one and see what happens. No, that one's right. 654. No, that one's right. What are these ones? 653. That can't be right. Yeah, they've got the times mixed up. 704 there. I hope it is, because I checked the other ones and they were all okay, but for some reason Thursday, Friday and Saturday didn't come through on the screen. Thursday doesn't exist, Friday's still shots, and Saturday was the same if I remember. So I'm hoping that this isn't indicative of what happened, because if it is, we're all in trouble. But the reason I wanted to show you this is because you get to a certain point, geez, that can't be right, can it? 701, let's see what that says. That is 701. So it looks like the sun went down and came back up again. Maybe that's why they didn't want us to see pictures. Okay, well look, 710. Now remember, this is just a dome camera sitting somewhere on a building in Perth. Now, 724. That's 724, folks. Okay, so that's literally, that's 724. Right, now we get into the tricky stuff. 731. Okay, so now, remember the videos I showed you? So we're now at 728, 28, 29. So the sun's been down for half an hour. Now this is from a dome video camera, right? Look at that. You can still quite clearly see. There shouldn't be anything, it should be dark. This stuff here is all twilight stuff. But why is it taking over a half an hour now? 7:31. Let's go to the next page. Look, I can still see at 7:40, I can still see, the camera's still seeing the horizon. It hasn't changed. It doesn't change. I'll show you. See the pink? It doesn't start changing until an hour after. And I can still see the horizon. So something is seriously wrong, folks. Sunset is 7:05 p.m. Okay, I want to show you some pictures that I got sent through to me from Terry in the UK. These are interesting. This is a German one, and as you can see, I've written to him. The interesting thing was that you can see the glare off the actual dome, but the round ball is actually behind that. It's actually not part of this. That white there is coming off that building there. It's not coming off that, whatever that object is at the back there. He sent me this with it because it's in the same place. Now, it's only supposed to be a waning crescent moon. So how come there's a full object there? It doesn't make sense. Here's the next one. He sent me this and said, have a look at this sphere. But then when you enlarge it, you can clearly see that there's an object here, and there's two or maybe three objects close together here. You see those? See the two balls there? You can see the object there, look. It's clearly there, and so are those two, or three. I'm not sure if it's two or three. This was from Salt Lake City. This is at sunset. They're all at sunset, by the way, all at sunset. Same thing, waning crescent. How do you explain that? This was bloody interesting. Have a look at this. You can obviously clearly see the sun there. There's another object. That there, that refraction, is from that. It's not from the sun. So that there is actually refracting off that. So I thought that was interesting. And then they've done a gamma test on it. Seems pretty real enough to me. Okay. This was the saucepan last night in the sky, in the eastern sky, due east. Good pic, so you can just make it out clearly. And I've shown you the Southern Cross. It's hard to see there, but it's in there, and it's completely upside down. Completely upside down. That tree there is pointing south. That's a stellarium shot of the Southern Cross. There's another one. That's how the Southern Cross looks at the moment in the sky. And as I said last time, if this is true, if that's where it is, we are currently 25 to 30 degrees off centre. And that's another one of the Southern Cross. You can clearly see it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's got the ones in the middle. I'm looking at the fake Southern Cross. Or was it this one here? No, sorry, that's there, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 pointer stars there. Now, you're supposed to go like that and go that way. Well, if you did that with this, you'd end up east. Because that's nowhere near south, because that tree is south. Sam told me that tree there, or sorry, the big tree here, is south. So what the hell is this doing over here? And what are the pointers doing facing east? We're living in a screwed up world, folks. A gentleman got in contact with me on comments, and it's pretty interesting actually. I'd like to hear his comments, because don't forget, we don't know everything. And this guy actually sends signals up to the moon and back, and he keeps measuring and doing his measuring, although he has admitted that there is some problems, but not with his measuring. He said the moon's exactly where it's supposed to be at the moment, which it may be, I don't know. It'd be good to hear his points of view though. I'll let you know what he says and get back to you on it. Because don't forget, we don't know everything, and we're trying to find the reality of what is reality at the moment. This, to me, is not reality, because that should be over here somewhere. Like last night, the Southern Cross was at 8 o'clock, so 8 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the sky, west. And it looked just like that, when it should be over here somewhere. It can be in this configuration, I'll probably agree that. I've never seen it like that, but this time of year apparently it does turn. But the thing is, it's not in south. That's, okay, let's do this. If that's south on this side, 5, 10, 15, 20. It's 20 degrees out probably, if not more. 25. If you're an army bloke and you're watching this, and even an army Sheila, for want of a better term, army lady, get your compasses out and send them back to me. Show me what the coordinates are of the Southern Cross at the moment and where it should be. That'd be interesting. All right, folks, on that note, I'll leave it to you. God bless you all, and I'll speak to you next time. God bless. Prep out. G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. I hope you're all well in whatever part of the world you're watching this video. Today is Monday the 28th 11th 2016 and the time is 13:38 PM WAST. Okay, sunset in Perth is currently 7:05 PM. Why am I telling you that? Well, last night I texted everybody in the WA group and said go outside at 8 o'clock and have a look at the sun still being up. And what I meant by that was you could still clearly see the horizon at 8 o'clock at night. Now, as I just said, the sun is supposed to go down at 7:05 PM, which pretty well does and did. But the difference is that we're now having a massive time lapse between when it goes down and keeps on staying up. I've never seen anything like it. The West Australian second meeting was held on Saturday, and it was a rip-roaring success and a good time, and lots of information and lots of conversations were held about certain things, and planning was done, and we are now moving well forward with our planning. Everyone needs to start coming to the meetings if you're going to go to the meetings. It's important that you meet people. In actual fact, if you haven't been to a meeting, you're probably not going to be able to go after the next one because you're going to get too far behind in the planning that we're doing, and you're going to interrupt the group too much by being too late. So for all West Australians who want to attend the meeting, please get in touch with me, and you must go to the next meeting, or otherwise sadly we'll have to let you go. You'll have to find your own way to wherever you're going. I'm not trying to be mean, it's just that you'll get so far behind that you'll be a drag on the group, and that's not a good thing. Currently haven't got time for time wasters. Okay, so that includes the web page. If you get access to the web page, start talking to each other and use it. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. Just watch the sunset. This is at Trig Beach. Now this camera is pointing northwest, so you can obviously see that the sun's going down here. There's not more I can say about that. It's going down just here, over here on this side. Now we're coming up to the sunset time. Seven o'clock now, 3 minutes to go. Now I want you to watch the horizon. Okay, 7:05. So as you would expect, the sun's gone, so we shouldn't have much of a linger. 15 minutes at the tops. It is summer, so maybe 20. Wouldn't you agree? So let's go through it. That's 5 minutes past now. 5 minutes gone. Ten minutes since the sun went down. Look at this. You only have to look at the water. 15 minutes.